everybody. Thank you so much for watching from whenever, wherever you may be doing so. This is The Yard Sign, Florida's original important, relevant podcast, most important, relevant podcast. With me, as always, an email, David Cabrera, and joining us today, our official veteran correspondent, Travis Horn. Hello, sir.
You can call me Travis OG.
Oh,
OG.
yeah. Travis
The OG Horn.
Oh, excuse me.
Right.
Fellas,
Say it
good to have you
reverence.
back. Happy Thanksgiving. Hope you all had a great time during the holiday. Yes?
Clearly, I ate plenty during the holidays.
I do not celebrate pagan holidays or colonial holidays or from the colonists. What do they call
You
us?
are a colonist.
You are a colonist.
The first
Well,
Thanksgiving
really.
took place right here in Florida. Pedro de Menéndez de Avilés. What is it? Avilés de Menéndez.
Keep on saying his last name.
Yeah.
Keep on saying his
You're just
last
making
name.
up names at this point?
Literally.
No,
Go,
Pedro
man.
de Menéndez Avilés. Yes, that's it. And
De La Cruz.
Yeah.
He forgot De La Cruz.
About 45 years before the Pilgrims, they get really bent over it.
Oh.
The Pilgrim supporters up there in
Look at that.
Massachusetts.
Well, really,
Leave it to our whitewashed history classes from public school.
honestly, they got wiped
my
out
old
with
professor
smallpox
at
anyways.
UF, he used to talk about it every year.
You
Really,
went to UF?
yeah. Don't think just because your little team down here beat us.
Down here,
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
He's a USF guy more. I'm an FSU person.
Oh,
Don't worry.
First and foremost,
all have,
go.
all
I'll
have
talk
sinned,
slow for you.
All have sinned and fallen from the
I
grace of
will
God.
talk slow for you.
First and foremost, it's all about the you. All right? You know.
Oh, there
Okay.
we
Now-
Okay,
now
we
we
can
got-
unite on that. We're united on that
We're
front
fine.
against the you, thugs.
All right, producer Mike, let's line up today's topic before these boys get rowdy.
If I
Right.
could flick you off, I would do it right now.
Well, I'm going to flick you off like
If you're a Democrat, you would.
On the run. One Nicolás Maduro, president of Venezuela, rumor has it that he may be on the run. He may have fled the country, and so we're
He's
gonna
definitely not
pick that
sleeping in the
apart.
same bed every night. I'll tell you that.
I don't think within the same night he's not sleeping in the
No.
cell.
Although the reasons are not what you might think. Dual citizenship. We've got actually a congressman, fellow Colombian American.
From Ohio.
Yeah, how random.
that was-
I didn't even know that guy existed.
I was expecting like a southern state or
Yeah,
something that
right.
something super northern
Some
eastern.
guy from like Mississippi.
But like it's Ohio.
Right. And he's Colombian.
These are your people, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought somewhere in that country, somewhere in that-
Midwestern fella.
I always forget what part of South America, northern South America, you are.
Hey, the Democrats just call him a guy from Ohio, right? Right? Isn't that?
Yeah, probably.
Now they'll call him a traitor, but
Democrats
yeah.
will call him a them. That's what they'll do.
So we'll discuss whether there's is this a political stunt? What are the what's kind of the background of this whole bill, and obviously kind of our hot takes on that whole situation there, and then of course we're going to wrap it up with a very important special election that took place over in Tennessee.
was that the lady who hated Tennessee? Or
Yes.
hated
She
Nashville?
hates Nashville.
And she
that
still
audio
got.
was great, man. I love it.
that's perfect.
That was I mean,
Did you
it's
hear-
not great if you
Did
like,
you? Well, wait, let's keep on going so we can get to
No, I know, but I mean, he he almost made me bring up one of the,
Finish.
the details of the.
Let's-
I
let's-
know. All
let's
right.
try to push
So those
on.
are today's topics for today's show. Thank you so much for listening, watching from wherever you may be doing so. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and follow. So. Rumor has it Nicolás Maduro has fled Venezuela for fear that President Trump has organized some sort of strike coming directly for him.
Yeah.
Because again, he basically is trying to send the message like not only are we coming for the drug dealers, but we're also coming for the enablers being the president.
he
of
is the
Venezuela.
kingpin narco terrorist.
Sure, of course, because he allows it.
and the
He's allowing it
funder
to happen.
and the funder of the Democratic Party.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And, it's funny because the Democrats in this country are making a bigger deal about the fishing boats, in quotations,
Oh my God!
than even he is.
That is the most.
Even he is. So,
because Maduro's worried about himself.
yeah.
I love North American newscasters talking about fishing boats when they've probably never seen a fishing boat in their life.
Yeah.
One, fishing boats don't have 15 barrels on it. They don't have $100,000 engines.
They're not going 100 miles an hour like, with 5 guys strapped to them, like just barreling through the sea.
I mean, this isn't Dexter out there dumping bodies.
Oh, my God.
Although they probably do some of that,
They
too.
definitely do that. And then you have, they didn't know what they're doing. Are you kidding me? They didn't know what they're doing. Yeah. This is so dumb.
Can you imagine those guys right now? They're drawing straws, like when they got to go, right? Okay, you're going to go. You're getting the vote.
It's the bottom of the pool.
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, at some point, you got to run out of volunteers for those trips. Right?
I don't think anyone's volunteering for those trips.
I wonder if it's on the news down there. I got a buddy down there. I need to message him and be like, hey, what do you see? Are they saying we're killing those guys? Because we're killing those guys.
Actually, you didn't hear? They have their own version of the Hunger Games over there, and that's how they get chosen. I'm kidding.
I'm like, it sounds plausible.
Well, the big controversy that is coming out is the whole, what they're calling the double tap. Which apparently, I guess recently there was a boat where they didn't quite, they didn't quite get him on the first shot, and so they fired a second shot.
And like, who was in the room when they authorized the second shot?
Yeah, and they're still becoming a whole thing, and and now there was an admiral that's resigning, and they don't, they're trying to figure out.
Is he resigning? I don't know that he is.
Yeah, apparently.
Sure?
Yeah, Alvin something. I
thought he was.
Let me look it up.
I thought they had his back. I thought he was
Alvin Holsey.
Maybe offered to resign.
Well, now they're saying, the Wall Street Journal is saying that Hegseth asked Top Admiral to resign after months of discord.
Okay, that's probably more of the reason.
And so apparently there was some friction there. So it may not even be related to the whole Venezuela situation. Now Democrats are trying to make it out to be that supposedly he didn't agree with this whole operation with the bombing of the boats, and so that's why he's resigning.
Goodbye.
Which I'm not buying. But I guess we'll see. I mean, if he is resigning, I'm sure he'll be speaking out soon, or he'll testify before Congress, because the Democrats are going to want to.
Democrats are using this as a war powers resolution.
The only difference
situation.
in these guys, these boats being blown up, and like let's say Somali pirate boats, right?
Yeah.
Somali, we blow them up all the time, right?
Good example.
Guess what? These boats kill more Americans.
Yes.
A lot more Americans.
Sure.
Than those do.
Absolutely.
And that's, again, this
and
is
if that's the case, though, maybe we should be blowing up semi-tractor trailers coming through from Mexico, because they're really the ones with the fentanyl.
But, I don't understand where Democrats think that this is a point of contention. Like, this is the hill you're dying on again? Like, this is what you're going to talk about this week?
The problem is they don't have a hill to die on.
They don't.
You know what I mean?
They
It just seems like they can't find something to latch on to that's going to get them any kind of credibility or any kind of momentum.
We tried healthcare. They tried healthcare 2 weeks ago, and then found out that, why are we spending an extra $1.5 billion? Because the thing that you guys all voted for is falling apart. So now we're responsible to fix it, and we'll fix it. We'll figure it out, because that's what Republicans do. But it's so annoying that Democrats are thinking that they have the high ground on anything, and they're like, now a little bit over 50% thinks that we're going too far when it comes to.
You know what that goes back to, though? That goes back to they throw everything at the wall, hoping something will stick against Trump. Well, here's nothing does.
Yeah. Here's the lead on the story from The Hill. Headline is Hegseth ousted a Navy admiral who raised concerns about boat strikes. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth asked the 4-star Navy admiral overseeing the U.S. military strikes against boats in the Caribbean to step down after the top officer voiced concerns about the murky legality of the attacks. U.S. Southern Command head Admiral Alvin Holsey will retire 2 years ahead of schedule on December 12th, following months of discord between him and Hegseth. Now, that's here, right?
Yeah, he's
Southern
fired.
Command?
He got fired.
Right?
Yeah, he's getting fired.
He didn't resign. He got fired.
It's crazy how much that stuff happens here in town.
They're all here. They're all here, which is crazy. Again, my theory still hits. If we're ever going to go into a nuclear fight of something, Tampa's going to be gone.
Yeah, right.
And Lauren and I are.
We're going to be target number one.
Lauren and I are.
I'm right there in South Tampa. I get that first wave. I don't have to worry about dying of radiation poisoning.
We are in the same boat. Lauren's like, if I'm going to go, I'd rather go on the first strike. She's like, I can barely deal with camping. If you think I'm going to be post-apocalyptic, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, no.
She's like, she wants to get onto Davis Island. I'm like, why? She's like, we'll see the sun.
Or what's left of it.
What's left of it.
Yeah, or the last moments of it.
I'm okay with that.
So, the thing is, I don't know that I see Maduro being able to go to Brazil. I don't know that they're that friendly, for where he would be allowed to escape to Brazil.
Do you think he goes back to? I think he goes to Russia.
unless there's a non-extradition treaty there where, again,
or he has special dispensation given.
If he goes to Brazil, he's going to get killed. He needs to go to Russia. That's the only way he's going to survive the situation.
Well, supposedly he's more scared of the Cubans and the Cuban government
because he's gonna piss them off because Cuba relies on Venezuelan oil to be able to function in there. That's why they send doctors and soldiers into Venezuela. And so now you have a situation where you're same thing happened kind of with Syria and Russia. Russia didn't want Syria to fall apart because their only warm body port is in Syria, and so that's why they fought for so long for it to happen. And then in one day, it collapses.
He definitely needs a tiny island somewhere.
I think that's the only way
if he's gonna live.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do. I mean, because these guys, especially with all that money, you know what I mean? It's one thing to disappear if you don't have money, but it's another thing with all that money and the family members and all that stuff. It's like, where are you going to go? All the Venezuelan money they've stolen from?
I don't think so. I don't think there's any money. So the Telegram is talking about how Maduro asked for $200 million for him to flee.
Easy peasy. That's dropping the bucket with that oil money.
I think that's an easy.
Here's the thing: if he doesn't leave, he's not going to live long past the weekend. Okay. So
but you talk about which money. So Chávez's daughter, for those of you who aren't following at home, so Hugo Chávez preceded Nicolás Maduro, started this whole communism thing down in Venezuela. The net worth of Hugo Chávez's daughter, Maria Gabriela Chávez, is estimated to be billions of dollars.
She was there.
They're saying $4.197 billion.
The reason why I think the original people that were taking the money away were the ones that were nationalizing the oil companies, nationalizing businesses, was during the first administration that really turned this into a dictatorship. And they are the ones that got wealthy. And now with the transition of the secondary Maduro, who is at best a bus driver, because that's what he used to do as a bus driver. Now, I say there's anything wrong with that, but you're not supposed to be leading the country.
What did you say the numbers were? 1.7?
$4.197 billion.
That's chump change.
But that's with them. That's not for him. I'm almost positive that the amount of money that's been coming out of selling oil there that has dropped almost 80%. It's nothing now. The equipment is old. They're not doing fracking. Everyone that could run an oil rig is in Texas now. So none of those people are there anymore. But
the oil is still there.
And that's what we're going for. What are you talking about?
No, you know who else is watching? There's more at play here too. China's watching.
Yeah,
China's. Obviously, they have a lot of skin in the game because
Russia and China both have major presence in Venezuela and in a lot of South America.
And a newly installed president of Venezuela will invite them to leave.
Yeah,
because
the world will shake again the moment Maduro leaves again, because that is a benchmark of what is going to happen now in the future of South American politics. Of that, you get that bad, and if we could just not have a revolution in there, because it's going to get bloody. South Americans are horrible when it comes to revolutions.
You know who might be a great guest next week or so? Follow up on some of this. Josh Bergen. Josh really got involved in international policy. And
not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I was trying to get not a relative, but even though we call each other cousins, but a friend of mine, Javier Torres, who actually is a political asylee. Well, he's now a citizen, but Venezuela? he left Venezuela because he was very much involved in the political process in Venezuela, and both he and many of his family members, were either threatened or actually jailed in the early days of Hugo Chavez because of their opposition to his party. And, again, he's already been here a long time. He's already got his citizenship all squared away. Unfortunately, he wasn't available today, but
I've got a buddy down there who sent me some pictures the other day, and he said just waiting on the GI Joes to show up.
Yeah,
and he was cooking over the fire.
Oh, they'll welcome it.
Crazy. It's crazy what's happening right now.
Well, they'll welcome it because the one thing that Venezuela has not been able to do effectively that the Cuban government was able to do was the brainwashing, and the re-education, because, we're now 3-4 generations removed from Fidel Castro, so again, there are multiple generations that don't know any different. Fidel Castro is all they know.
The demigod almost to a point.
Oh yeah, because they eliminated all religion and they, and they haven't gotten to that point. They were never able to get to that point in Venezuela. It's still too fresh.
Right.
It's been about 20 years.
Also, it's difficult you can do it with an island. like with North Korea.
Right.
You can do it. It's basically an island of how quickly they brought that down.
One thing, since you say that, one thing I noticed when I was visiting Colombia was that, you know, there were a lot of Venezuelans.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tons.
Millions have to evacuate. I mean, there's even, I don't know if the number is right, but they call it the Maduro diet, which is like that the population of Venezuela has lost so much weight because they can't feed themselves.
Apparently,
They're all
I
poor.
need to go to Venezuela for a couple of months. It was like, what'd you do? Magic trick. I went to Venezuela.
instead of the injection, you go to the
I'm
country.
down there cooking over the fire with my buddy. Yeah, he's a cool guy.
So we'll see. I mean, it would be fascinating. And again, I think we've already seen that there's no strong man there in Nicolás Maduro.
No,
like
not
he
at all.
is a coward and as cowardly
Surrounds
as they come.
himself with civilians.
And but at least Chavez like gave, like most of those guys, he gave like this air of, you know, of a military kind of revolutionary and that sort of thing. He'd wear the military garb and all that kind of stuff.
There's no more money, and that's the beauty of socialism. Okay, the first few years is great, and then you run out of everyone's money.
I think the question we haven't asked about Venezuela though is how is that going to play politically into our system? How is, if we do intervene?
Every Hispanic is going to vote for Republicans for the next 20 years.
So I have a friend who told me, he said, he literally intimated this to me yesterday. He said, I have a Venezuelan friend, and he said, if Trump takes out Maduro, basically said I'm MAGA.
Yeah, right. There's no way around it.
I'm like,
there's no way around it.
Oh, I was like, well, tell your friend to get his red hat ready, because you know.
Well, and if Trump doesn't do it, unfortunately, I don't know that anybody else could.
I don't see him backing away at this point, man.
I don't think there's nothing else for him to focus on right now.
What is he going to do? A drone strike? That's impossible. I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, if it does,
well, he's going to remove him in some capacity.
I mean,
there will be boots on the ground.
No, I think it's going to be some CIA agent from.
No, there will be boots on the ground.
Why would there be boots? Maybe to control.
Go back and watch what we did with Noriega in Panama. This
is a different world.
I don't think he's going to let
If
himself.
you see planes taking off, if you see planes. Let me chime in on this one. The OG, okay?
That's right.
You see
Our
planes
official military correspondent,
like
Charles
I talked about Haiti in 1994. Planes took off from Fort Bragg, Pope Air Force Base at Fort Bragg, and somebody was on the phone. Hey, the planes just took off from Fort Bragg. You better make a deal. And they made a deal in the air, and actually the planes turned around and went home. And other troops deployed.
That's how?
It's just like that. It went down just like that. So if Maduro sees planes taking off from Fort Bragg.
Well, we already have a.
We
already have a boat. We have a boat in the Caribbean already.
There's a fleet.
A boat.
I think there's a fleet.
All the squids, all the Navy guys. They're gonna love that.
Oh
buddy.
my god!
A boat.
It's
an aircraft carrier.
Right. It's honestly it's a floating island. That's what those things are. They're floating islands.
Right.
I will agree. I think if we push that way, I think it'll be good. I think the Democrats will lose their minds. They will lose their minds if we do anything militarily.
Mm-hmm.
Now, using it as a card, yes, we could possibly do it, but then we're in control of it, getting him out of the country.
Trump with Marco. I mean, this is a big deal for Marco. Being his stance on Venezuela and South America, Latin America, and his involvement, of course, in being from Cuba. I mean, this is a big deal, and I think Trump's got the right guy in place there. Obviously, helping him out, but it's It's going to be an important.
I think what will happen if this is achievable in the next week or two, I think it's a domino effect in the rest of South America. That they know that the American people and the American government is going to back right wing, right central governments in Central and South America.
If Trump pulls,
which will pull pressure on Mexico and put pressure on Cuba.
Well, Mexico and what's happening there with the cartels and stuff, that's a whole nother huge
she
issue.
has now become a lame duck.
She's checked out.
No one is working with her. I mean,
she's basically locked herself up in the presidential palace.
I'm surprised it still hasn't been put on fire yet.
Well, I mean, the protests are there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think she can leave the Capitol.
We haven't fought an official war with them for, going since 1840, what, 45?
What is with you wanting to drop bombs?
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying, that's, if you got narco terrorists, basically a narco terrorist state run amok.
Yeah.
You go back and look at Pancho Villa and the border incursions back in the day.
And if anybody's going to go into Mexico and try to wipe out the cartels, it's going to be Donald Trump.
It's going to be Donald.
It is going to be one Donald J. Trump.
Honestly,
and then he's going to make them pay for the wall.
That's right.
They're going to pay for that wall.
Well, he's going to use all that cartel money to pay for the wall.
I think what's going to probably happen is if there is and it might be a situation where like they kidnap a kid or like a church is ransacked, something stupid like that of the guys that are on the ground and the cartel is going to do something stupid.
Funny how they don't make fun of the wall anymore.
No, they don't talk about the wall at all.
But the Monroe
immigration.
Doctrine, going back to the Monroe Doctrine and Trump, he does love those kinds of things where we make those bold statements.
Yeah.
They said, we're not going to allow the expansion of communism in this hemisphere at different points. So.
Well, and you know what's amazing is that for a president who was seemingly so hated going into this term, okay, and if you look, again, I think in some ways the loudest statements are the ones that make the least noise, right? Because look at everybody who's putting up money for the ballroom. And now you've got Michael Dell this week, helping him with his. That
was the coolest thing.
With his baby bonds initiative, okay, which I think is amazing, especially for those of us who have daughters under the age of 10. And then you have the CEO of NVIDIA on the Joe Rogan podcast this week, and it is a Trump love fest for like the first 10 minutes of that podcast. And again, this is somebody who very apolitical that I know of. Okay. But he talks about how he has now developed this relationship with Donald Trump. And he just lathers him in praise, which obviously we all know Trump loves. But for somebody of that caliber, and we've seen it from Elon Musk, but now to see it from somebody else who, again, is basically leading the global race in technology with NVIDIA, talk about how attentive he is, how visionary he is, how he's basically saving this country and the manufacturing industry in this country. I mean, it again,
he is.
It's incredibly, it's inspiring. I don't know is maybe the right word, but it's gratifying.
And we're only 10 months in.
I know that makes so crazy. Say it again for the Democrats in the back. So
it's only been 10 months, guys. It's only been 10. Midterms aren't even here yet. We haven't even.
You mean we were at the inauguration just that short a time ago?
We literally were at the inauguration.
Where's my invite?
Sorry, buddy.
So we could only have one Hispanic.
I had my videographer ferrying people in my rental car. I got tickets, DC tickets.
Really?
Apparently.
Did you allow?
I'm blaming it on John, my videographer.
So we had to have someone in the car at all times to move the car for our people that we were repping at the time.
Wow.
It was insane. It was an insane. We're not going to talk about it. We should have built a podcast just to talk about the inauguration.
I'm glad it got. Honestly, I did not relish the idea of setting out there in the cold.
Lauren bought.
I was like, it got canceled.
I'm fine. Yay. I'm fine too. And then
Especially
we did a watch. Did you go to the watch party with us, or did you go somewhere else?
Yeah, I was at the hotel watch party.
So we were. I don't know why we're divulging this now, but it was
Trump.
I know it was so much fun. And the moment they said that they weren't going to do the inauguration on the lawn, I was like, thank God, because it was 4 degrees outside.
No, I used to go to the inauguration. I've gone to a couple of them in Virginia and Richmond, and when they do it, it was freezing.
Yeah, even Tallahassee was not that
I was
warm.
there when Gilmore was elected and sworn in. That was oof.
It's cold. Rough. It's when it's too cold. I was going to wear shorts and a t-shirt, honestly, because I love the cold weather. But the wife said I was not allowed to leave the hotel if I didn't have an actual jacket. And Amazon came through last
You would have
week.
had amputations,
man. You didn't have a jacket.
And I didn't bring a jacket.
If you wore shorts, you're getting some
I wasn't going to wear shorts, but I was going to wear this and just wrap it around my face. That's all it was going to be. It's fine.
Anyways. All right. What's up next?
We've got natural.
Did you have a seat?
Yeah.
I had a seat too. Yeah. See, we would have been fine.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I had a seat for the first one, and I couldn't get in because of the protesters were blocking our way.
Okay, I got seats for the first one, so we were fine there, and then we were able to be on a secondary facility.
I was over there by where the lefties lit the car on fire in the Starbucks and all that.
Okay, well, let's move on to the next topic. We've been told to move on.
So, and again, kind of in a similar light, speaking of South America and, obviously being a large,
petro state.
No, I mean, I was saying in terms of being a large the contingency from which we see immigrants in this country. Oddly enough,
which is justifiable. Like they were economic, military, and then also politically refugees from Venezuela. So it makes sense of that situation.
I know. I was trying to find some kind of a transition though to go into our next topic, which is dual citizenship. And the headline here from Forbes. No, I don't want to subscribe for $60. Thank you. Senator Bernie Moreno introduces the bill to eliminate dual citizenship, which again, I don't get this. I don't know why he's doing this.
I did the research to figure out who he was, and I was expecting a state from Mississippi. I was expecting even Southern California.
Like I said before we went on air, this means a lot in certain communities maybe, but mainstream American cul-de-sac Republicans.
But again, in
Ohio,
right?
Why would? But that makes sense in your situation. Someone from the Midwest,
were like from Texas,
he's more of an Ohioan,
or from
than he is a Colombian. Okay,
wow.
No, think about it.
Is he getting reelected?
Well, the political reality of it is he's
in Congress. So
he's representing his constituents in Ohio.
Right, and he says that he barely speaks Spanish. He can barely speak Spanish.
I barely speak Spanish.
No, I know.
Cerveza, por favor.
Hola Juan, hola Esteban, ¿dónde está la biblioteca?
But let me kind of read the opening here of the Forbes article, which is December 1st. Senator Bernie Moreno, he's a senator, not a congressman, actually, introduced the Exclusive Citizenship Act of 2025. It's going to die anyways, but the bill would prohibit any person from simultaneously holding U.S. citizenship and citizenship of another country. The major provisions include an effective date of 180 days after enactment. So, basically, they're not even giving you a whole year. But the requirement would that existing dual citizens would have 1 year. Oh, there we go. To renounce all foreign citizenships or relinquish U.S. citizenship. Failure to renounce foreign citizenship within the 1 year period would be treated as a voluntary relinquishment of U.S. citizenship. And they quote some law there from the Immigration and 26 Nationality Act.
So you don't think this has any traction?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I think there are too many individuals with dual and because a lot of Italians, a lot of Europeans have dual citizenship. I don't think it's going to fly in those communities. A lot of individuals in other parts of the country are not going to like it. Florida's not going to like it. There's a reason why a lot of people have dual citizenships, which they do talk about, but within 90 days is almost impossible. My
parents had dual. My mom still has, and my dad passed away, but they both have dual citizenship. I don't see the benefits.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go against the grain with you guys on this one. I'm gonna say this does have legs, and not just the party, but crossover moderates.
In the party, it does. Yeah. I can definitely see your MAGA people like getting behind this, and
absolutely.
pledge your allegiance to the United States.
A United States senator from a pretty important state,
Congress or Senate.
Oh, the United States senator from a pretty important Rust Belt state introduced this.
That man isn't getting elected.
I think he's trying to build his name ID. I think he's trying to.
I think it's working.
Well, did he just win his election, or did he?
Yeah, he was recently elected.
Oh, he has 6 years to talk about. He has 4 years to talk about whatever the hell he wants to talk about.
But again, he doesn't need to appeal to.
Yes, he
smaller
does.
segments as a U.S. senator.
It's a red meat. He wants a red meat topic, and this is a red meat topic for a lot of Republicans.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying he doesn't need to make you happy.
What I was always told was that it made the traveling easier. It made it getting in and out of
the country, it makes it easier for what country you're going to.
But other than that,
owning property, it makes a lot, like economically, it does make a lot of sense.
Which my parents did.
But that doesn't. So I would think that the other countries can still grant rights to those people, even though you renounced your citizenship for the U.S. Right? No, seriously, wink, wink. Right?
To be completely honest, I am an American citizen born into this country without dual citizenship. However, my parents, I think now they're both citizens. So I don't know if they have dual citizenship. Were your parents fully citizens, or were they not?
No, they were both citizens.
So then you could probably have both. So then my mom probably still has her Honduran one. So I think we're fine there. But again, I don't.
You communists.
I know, right? But no, they call me a rhino. They don't call me a communist. And so I don't know. I don't know. Again, I think Johnny's more on top of it with this. That it's more of a to burn the fire of and get name recognition.
I think it's something that he can then point to later on when he has to run for re-election and be like, oh, look, I tried to pass the blah, 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 Citizenship Act. And, it's like, oh, congratulations.
Good for you.
You know what I mean? It's, I don't think it has legs. I don't like the idea. I mean, I get why they're doing it. I don't really see what the big deal is if you do want to have dual citizenship. I mean, again, there's no... It doesn't affect either country either way. I mean,
it's not a massive issue. It's not like it was big on anybody's radar.
And it's just
that's like a saying. Oh, let's make English the official language of the United States.
But it's sort of along the same lines of the let's not let Chinese buy farmland.
It's less than 1% of the national land, agricultural land, and they make it sound like it's 23%.
Yeah,
50%.
but it's not about the amount of land. It's where the land is located. That's the problem with what the Chinese are doing.
Allegedly,
they are buying land close to military installations.
Coincidentally, a lot of it is very close to.
Now, as far as the dual citizenship thing goes, again, I think this is kind of just one of those red meat, vote for me, look at me, I'm the most conservative person, X, Y, Z. I mean, I think even Paulina Luna was talking about this like years ago. This isn't the first time I've heard it. It's like, I mean.
I did hear it as background noise on the TV the other day, someone talking about dual citizenship. And,
but it's what is it going to get you? It's not, I don't know. It's not a winning issue. It's not going to get you.
It'll be interesting to watch.
Votes. It's not, it's just one of those things that somebody wants brownie points and this is the way they're going after them.
Right.
So
I agree.
All right. Thank you again to everybody for watching The Yard Sign, Florida's most important and relevant podcast. Again, our official military correspondent, Travis Horn, joining us today. Aníbal David Cabrera, as always, Johnny Torres with you. Thank you so much. Again, make sure to like, subscribe, follow us, putting out clips too. So if you can, share those as well. We are now into our last topic here, which is a fun one because it certainly got awfully spicy here towards the end. But special election in Tennessee, we're going to talk about whether or not it's going to have any effects on the midterms. If this was any kind of a midterm litmus test.
Girl who hates Nashville running to represent Nashville.
Yeah, exactly.
I said it when I was a citizen, not when her voice was so annoying. Just because I said it when I wasn't running for public office doesn't mean it should affect me, but I'm like, oh my God, you're an idiot.
But the worst part about it is, okay, and this shows you how much Nashville's changed because it's become such a destination. 72% of Nashville voted for this woman.
Crazy.
Well,
like, really? Like, why? Why would you?
I actually kind of agree with her about not liking the drinking pedicab things. Like, I'm like, what do they call those things?
You don't like small business owners?
I mean, there you go. They're a little annoying when you see these people riding down the street. Like, I'm like, really? There's a million bars over here. You could just have a drink over here.
But it's a district. It's like it would be like us complaining about stuff that happens in Ybor. It's like, well, don't go to Ybor. You know what I mean?
I went by the Opry, and paid my respects to the Opry. I did the important stuff. And went to Kid Rock's bar.
But again, that's the thing. A lot of money like it's become a party destination, an entertainment destination,
which is fine. But I think the bigger problem is that a lot of people that are probably living in Nashville, Tennessee, in that area now are probably not there more than a few years.
Well, there's a lot of infiltrators from LA.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
New
I think that's what you saw
right.
with those individuals, and a lot of people that don't like what's happened to Nashville. However, that's the economics of what's happening now.
It's the liberals who don't actually themselves want to pay high taxes. Okay, they're the ones who moved in there. Right? They took all their other blue state ways, except they don't want to pay high taxes.
Nashville and like Austin. Like Austin is in Texas. But it's not Texas.
Actually, was it last year? Or no, 2 years ago. I celebrated New Year's there. I think it was 2 years ago. Morgan Wallen's bar. Maybe it was last year. Gosh,
but I mean, how dumb do you have to be to vote for somebody that literally hates the town that you live in?
A Democrat?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
They hate Donald Trump more. Yeah. They hate our values more.
They would rather.
And honestly, let's be perfectly clear. Like you were saying, especially after COVID, when all these people fled these blue states, make no doubt about it. They want to turn a lot of these red states into blue states and blue cities.
It's working in Nashville, but guess what?
It's not working in Miami.
At least the rest of the state is
correct.
Sane. the big problem, like Northern Virginia, I mean, I wish the founders had seen the wisdom in just making the district bigger or giving it all to Maryland. Okay, let's just give it all to Maryland and carve that part of Northern Virginia out.
I don't think we would have had the same kind of Virginia results if we weren't in the middle of a government shutdown.
No, but it's
clearly 80% of those people live in Virginia.
Look, I lived in Virginia and did two parts of Virginia, Southwest Virginia for a couple of years and Northern Virginia and Winchester. And I can tell you, it's the growth of government and the bureaucracy is what changed the political landscape of that state.
That's what I'm saying.
Terrible.
Because of the government shutdown, you had that situation where a lot of these people are home suffering, becoming activists, but honestly. And that's why you saw such a difference in that situation. Now, the same thing can be said about Washington State. Like everyone that's there is.
If I lived in Northern California, I would want to secede.
Oh my God, that's going to be the real question. If they're able to build new states, but then that becomes two Hunger Games. Also,
that gets crazy.
Yeah,
let's go back to why we ever let Rhode Island and Delaware be states. Okay, come on.
No,
but it goes back to this.
I want. What I would love if I was president for one day would be to break up Canada, allow Quebec to have its Quebec and croissants.
Wouldn't it be great if they joined us though? Because then Trump would be like, "See,
no,
I told you so. I told you so."
Give us 3 provinces in Canada, and we'll give you Puerto Rico. Like we can barter.
Puerto Rico. See that would be another Rhode Island.
See?
You know,
I don't want any additional states because I don't want to have to replace my flags. Like that's
Puerto Rico would be another.
Why 51?
Would be 2 more liberal
but I'd rather
senators.
have Puerto Rico.
And it would be 1 more liberal
We could do
congressman.
DC. We could do Puerto Rico. We can do then Albany. We can do like 3 other provinces, Nova Scotia. So that would be 3 Republican
No more
states.
50 is enough.
I'm telling you.
Unless California splits.
Why not?
No, I don't want California to split.
Yeah, break them off.
It causes bigger problems.
And Northern Virginia, maybe, break that thing
See
off.
how this becomes a thing? Then now we're just playing whack-a-mole.
Hey,
We're
we're
just playing
C-sesh.
whack-a-mole.
C-sesh, man.
Yeah.
No, I'm
This is
sorry.
satire,
If you
right?
guys,
It's only 2, and then if you add Puerto Rico in there, then we got 3.
no, you
and then-
allow Florida to annex Puerto Rico, so now it becomes a part of Florida. I think that's the easiest way
Well,
to
they
manage
already.
it.
So when I
It
go
already
there,
is.
I'm from Kissimmee. So when I go to Puerto Rico, the Uber driver's always like, I'm like, he's like, we talk, where are you from? I'm from Kissimmee. Oh yeah, it's like another city.
Don't go to Puerto Rico. I've never been to Puerto Rico.
Really?
I have no plans to go to Puerto Rico.
I love it.
It's Dominican Republic.
I mean, there are some unsafe parts, and some people
my
got
cruise
shot.
ship stopped there against my will, but
I like it.
I didn't
Old
get
Town
off
is
the boat.
beautiful. Old Town's very, very. It feels very European.
No,
I like it. Unless you go down to La Perla, which I don't recommend, especially for gringos. Not that I went there.
It's a great shop in New York.
oh my God.
We're going back.
They film some music videos.
But look,
down there.
They filmed there in Perla too, in New York.
Not Ricky Iglesias, I think. Yeah, he did.
He's not. Is he Puerto Rican?
Despacito was filmed down there.
Ricky
We can
Iglesias?
to keep the flag balanced. We can add 5 stars to like adding one more
my God.
row.
We're really going with
along
this.
the bottom. So we can do Northern California. We can do Northern Virginia.
No.
Or Washington, D.C..
No, not even that. We'll
Puerto
do
Rico.
DC, Puerto Rico, 3 provinces in Canada.
No, see, we'd already be never electing a Republican again.
Yes,
Sorry.
we would.
Greenland.
None of that's
Yeah.
happening.
Greenland.
No, Greenland are a bunch of Democrats. There's also 12 people there.
I don't know.
Greenland, yeah.
It's
Greenland's-
kind of cool to have Greenland.
Greenland is not green on
I love that discussion. I thought that was awesome.
with the Trump and
Just
Trump
pissing
kids.
everyone off. Just,
I feel that they do it on purpose too, like just to,
absolutely. No, he
just to
does.
piss
he
off.
trolls on a grand scale, man.
Yeah.
This guy is the ultimate troll.
Okay, where's the map? We have the map. Where's the camera?
Who do we want?
I want zoom in there. Zoom in. Zoom in. Can you zoom in?
Yeah, he's getting the camera switches.
I don't know why we pay him. Okay.
They're very wealthy in oil and
So
gas.
I say we take the British Columbia. We take
Why? It's cold most of the year there.
oil. I'm not going there to get a tan. Actually, you could get a tan if you've ever gone skiing. You know how that works. I say we take the 3 provinces on the left side, on the west side of Canada, and then we give everything else to Quebec because that's what they want. They don't even want English as a second language. They just want French. The French Canadians are insane.
How do we let
Quebec.
this kid so out of control?
I
Johnny?
want places that I can go visit. Okay, Puerto Rico can be one of them
Why would I visit
can't
Puerto
be?
Rico?
because they have rum and they have like beaches.
We don't.
and-
We have beaches here in Florida. Are you
I
saying
know.
that we don't have good beaches in Florida?
No, we have great
I
beaches.
think you guys should go to Puerto Rico.
I'm not going
Nice
to Puerto
trip.
Rico. Why?
Short flight.
What?
Again,
If I
it's
wanna-
very European.
I do want
feeling.
cheaper rum.
If I
Old
want to
Town.
go meet a bunch of Puerto Ricans, I go to Orlando and Kissimmee.
True. Okay.
That's what I'm going to do.
or New York.
I would rather deal with the New York or Puerto Ricans. That's where Marco was raised
That's
in
right.
New York?
Yeah.
I keep forgetting you guys, have that Latin ancestry. You all
Everyone-
fight with each other. I like Puerto Ricans more than you guys like Puerto Ricans.
Everyone,
Apparently.
yeah, evidently. every Hispanic.
Well, we know why you like Puerto Rico.
I don't know what you're talking about, Johnny.
Some of the best rivalries are against Latin countries against each other. It is the funniest thing that happened. I think there was a whole.
Good thing Puerto Rico doesn't have do they have a soccer team?
I'm going to stop you there.
No.
I'm so over you.
Okay. See,
I don't even know why we do this.
senor.
Well, anything we missed?
What's up next? I don't know. What's on the horizon? I mean, I'm
missed anything?
really Venezuela's going to suck up a lot of the auction
Because there's nothing to talk about between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah.
There's really nothing to talk about.
Well, and
Except
that's
for the
why
invasion.
again, the worst thing.
invasion.
Yeah, the worst thing
you gotta
happening
forget.
for
1989. We were in Panama.
The book?
Yeah, Panama.
1989?
And it was around Christmas time and
But Panama is not the same thing as Venezuela. Panama, there was the Panama Canal.
there was a dictator.
There was a Panama
there was
Canal.
cocaine. It was, it was,
Yeah.
Don't get me
It was
wrong.
a Caribbean nation.
If Venezuela
Caribbean border.
the amount of money we will throw into Venezuela when this gets all resolved with oil and everything else will be insane.
Strategic national interest, Panama Canal, strategic national interest, oil in Venezuela, and it is a key. They're key ports.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
It's a big deal. It's a big deal. I'm excited to see what happens. I really pray that this gets resolved. I think that another thing that's happening before the end of the year will be Ukraine and Russia. That's a big thing that's about to happen that they're working on it right now. We still have technically peace in the Middle East. It's been holding.
I hope
you didn't think it was going to hold more than a week, and now
Yeah.
it's been over a month.
I want to say, and I want to be clear, I hope and pray that, neither a lot of American forces are injured or killed, and that if we do go in, that we go in swiftly and powerfully, and as the president would probably say, and we make it happen very fast.
If we were able to kneecap Iran, I think we could do the same thing for Venezuela.
well,
certainly-
Russia and Ukraine has also kind of been quiet.
Because they're working on the peace plan for the last
and I was
2
going
weeks.
to say, at the same time, we don't want to see collateral damage. We don't want to see Venezuelans injured that unnecessarily. So I would expect to see regime change, probably though.
Before the-
I'm kind of
early in the
expecting
year.
it. Yeah.
I'm expecting to see the Russia thing come to a conclusion this year. That's one of my things I would like to see happen. I think the moment there's a ceasefire, I think 2 weeks later, Ukraine is in NATO. I think that's what's going to, even if it's not a part of the peace plan, fuck it, just do it.
I've actually been involved in some conversations with some folks who have serious stakes in Ukraine,
Yeah.
and been working with some to hopefully help in a way to see the resolution of that. But that's a lot tougher not to crack than Venezuela.
Yeah.
It really
If
is.
they were able to figure out Middle East and peace in the Middle East,
Putin has nukes. It's that's a game changer. And
there's no way he's going to use them. There's no way he's going to use them. Ukraine is the breadbasket of
but Putin has nukes
of Europe.
And so
but what can he do with them?
yeah.
Yeah,
What could he
I don't
possibly
know.
do with them? You can't do anything with them.
You could deploy tactical nuclear
To
weapons.
who?
What do you mean to who? Like, to the border, the disputed regions.
He would
could do
bomb
anything.
Donbass? He wouldn't do that.
He wants to threat again. When you have nuclear weapons,
Yeah,
there's
but-
you can.
Yeah, but
you
it's-
can
but
send
when
the
you-
threat.
but
When you have it and the other one doesn't, it makes no sense to deploy that.
Don't get me wrong. I'm glad that Ukraine has fought this war. I thought they would get rolled over, just like a lot of other experts, right? And it hasn't panned out that way, thankfully.
When
And
the
I'm glad to
Russians
see it, and I
couldn't do
hope-
it within the first 72 hours, it wasn't going to happen.
I would love to see the Ukrainians victorious and maintain their border integrity. And I don't think that Putin should be rewarded for bad behavior. Essentially, is what we're talking about. We didn't do that with Saddam. Saddam went into Kuwait and got his rear end kicked.
He also didn't have nukes.
He didn't. He didn't have nukes. Exactly.
The first time.
Point made. I think Anibal just made my point. Okay.
Yeah.
The point is, what I'm trying to make is that you cannot. I don't think having that nuclear deterrency when it comes to two nuclear powers, yes, that means that big powers are not going to fight amongst each other. We've never seen a situation where a nuclear power country deploys a weapon of that mass destruction without the repercussions that will occur with the rest of the world. Do you think anyone will do any business whatsoever with Russia if they deploy a nuke? No. No one will, because we will, and if anything,
Again,
it will
it's
require
the threat.
But
it's the stick. It's
you
the big
can't.
stick.
I don't think you
know?
can. We don't threaten people with the nuclear weapon. We threaten them with the island, a floating island.
We do threaten them.
No, we don't. When was the last time we threatened someone with a nuclear weapon?
They know we got them.
I
But
just-
we don't say it.
Tell me when we did that last time.
I'm with Anibal on this in regards to.
We didn't do it to Vietnam. We
don't-
didn't do it to Korea.
I don't think that's where Putin and Trump's relationship is at. I think there's a mutual respect there. Now, is Putin trying to get more of what he wants out of this whole deal?
Yes.
But yeah, I don't think it's that. I don't think the conversations are that severe to have to worry
think so
about
either.
nukes and stuff like that.
I don't see a situation where I can see where a rogue general launches something from a submarine to attack the United States, because they think like that. I see more likely than
Right, Hunt for Red
You've been
October.
watching. I gotta say, yeah, you've been watching too much television, buddy.
I don't think so. I think it's more likely that the Russians lose control of some form of missile or weapon, and it gets out of control with them, and we can't find it. I think that is going to be what probably will happen when it comes to the United States.
At any rate, I don't expect to see Ukraine. I would love to see it resolved in the next year, but I don't. I'm not holding out a lot of hope for it right this second.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think before the end of the year.
All right.
Ukraine.
Well,
Okay.
I honestly think.
I'll bet you a burn steak dinner.
I
Now
think
you're speaking his language.
I know. I think there is a resolution with Ukraine and Russia before the end of the year. I don't know about Maduro yet. I don't know. I truly
Completely
think,
opposite.
I know,
But
I would love
a
it.
steak
I
dinner.
would love to steak dinner too.
Oh, really? Is that what we're going to be? I'm all in.
by the end of the year,
I'm saying Venezuela.
like
soon.
3
Do you
weeks.
think, okay, which one do you think first? Peace?
Oh, absolutely.
Or
Venezuela will be
Venezuela?
resolved before Ukraine. 100,000%. Yeah.
I have not heard
But
anything.
I do like a good Delmonico.
I know. I
Burns.
love the Monaco.
In fact,
I don't think either one of them gets
I
resolved
bet
before
Alex
the end of the
Sink and
year.
Bob Buckhorn, because they said that Biden was not going to pardon Hunter. I bet they'll mistake it. I haven't. Bob,
okay.
Alex, I need to collect on that
I
steak,
think
by the
we,
way.
I, think
pay
we,
up.
I think we have 3 wagers here right now, which means that we'll all do dinner, and then the other 2 will chip in for the other one. I think that makes more sense.
No. I don't like his rules. I'm a winner-take-all kind of guy.
Of course you are.
I don't think either one.
Colonists.
I don't think either one gets
See, he
resolved by the end of the year.
Neither. You think
Well, what makes a resolution? Maduro not in power anymore,
Maduro dead?
or
Well, that's what I'm saying.
not breathing.
Yeah, removed
Okay.
or right.
He will
Yeah.
he will either not be breathing or not be in power.
But I say after the new year.
before New Year.
No, I say after.
Come on, take the bet.
That is the
You
bet.
say we're all talking about before New Year's. That's what we're talking about.
Right. I don't think it. I don't think it happens before New Year.
I don't think it's going to happen before New Year. I think it happens after. Like you can.
Well, you guys can come together. You can split my steak.
No,
you can
I-
there we
paying
go.
for
I
it. You
think-
can both split.
He thinks
paying
it's
for
going to
my
happen
steak.
before the end of the year. We
Yes.
don't.
Yes.
I think Ukraine might happen before Maduro.
Well, that's the split. So there we go. There's our 3-way split.
that's a 3-way split.
You think that Russia's going to happen, but not Venezuela?
I think Russia
I don't
will
think
happen-
either one.
I can literally hear people turning their phones off right now.
I think.
I don't think either one's going to happen.
I think Russia before
But before they turn
Venezuela.
their phones off, they should know I'm going to enjoy that steak.
You think Venezuela before Russia, and
Yeah,
you think
absolutely.
neither of them until after the new year.
Correct. All right. Let's go.
I mean, I got to shake your left hand. That's weird. All
I'm a
right.
lefty.
Deal, though.
All right.
I mean,
Deal.
I see. Yeah.
All right, let's see what happens.
All right.
yeah.
Dun, dun, dun,
And
Play the outro. Let's do
The
this.
2 losers split
split
the
dinner.
tab of the other one. All right. Thank you,
Just
everybody,
the
for
meal.
watching.
No alcohol.
Thank you, everybody, for watching the Yard Sign. Again, make sure to check us out online. Look for us on all your favorite social media and podcast platforms. Thank you for watching and listening whenever, wherever you may be doing so. Again, special thanks to Travis Horn and Evil David Cabrera, Johnny Torres. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you back here next week. So long, everybody. Goodbye.
Thank you. Dun, dun.